everyone. We're going to find the area, the region between the curve and the line. We have y equals 3 minus x squared, y equals negative 1. And we're going to do this by integrating with both respect to x and with y. So the first one we're going to do is with respect to x. And we already have it set up with y. So we set these equal to each other and look for our intercepts. So we have 3 minus x squared minus 1 equals negative 1. So we have x squared equals 4. So x equals plus or minus 2. If I just graph this a little bit, I'll show you what it means. A little sketch. So we have y equals negative 1. All right. Our x-intercepts are 2. I'll put it here. Negative 2 and 2. And our y-intercept here is 3. So basically we want this part right in here. All right. So basically all we have to do is subtract these two areas. You see it's symmetric to the y-axis here. So we can just go from 0 to 2 here and then multiply it by 2 to get this side as well. So we're going to go multiply our integral by 2 and just go from 0 to 2 for our limits. And then we're going to have 3 minus x squared minus a negative 1 dx. This is going to turn to positive 1, so I'll put that there. So this is going to give you 2 times the integral from 0 to 2 of 4 minus x squared dx. All right, now let's go ahead and integrate this. This is going to give us 2 times 4x minus 1/3 x cubed, and we're evaluating from 0 to 2. So we don't really need to deal with that 0. That's going to 0 out. So we have 2, and then we have 4 times 2 minus 1/3 times 2 cubed. This is going to give us 2 times 8 minus 8/3. And this is going to be 16. And this is going to be minus 16/3. And this is going to be equal to 32 divided by 3. All right. So that's the area with by integrating with respect to x. We should get the same thing when we integrate with respect to y. Now the only thing we have to do for y, I'm going to graph this really quickly. So y equals negative 1. And our y-intercept here is 3. And then we had 2's here. So it was like, I just want to do a quick sketch right there. All right, and the main reason I want to do that is, first of all, let's look at this. We already have y equals negative 1. But here, let's solve for x. So if you solve for x, you're going to get x squared equals 3 minus y. So x equals plus or minus square root of 3 minus y. Also, our intercepts that we have to look at are our y-intercepts. So our y-intercepts occur at y equals 1, or negative 1, sorry. Y equals negative 1, and y equals 3 here. And that's just by the graph. It's a little easier to do it that way. All right, so we're going to we're going to do the same thing we did before. We have the symmetry, so we're only going to use the positive. This part would be the negative, so we're going to go 2, and our limits are going to go from negative 1 to 3. And I'm just going to write this as 3 minus y to the power of 1/2. And this is dy now. All right. So when you integrate this, you're going to get 2 times negative 2/3 3 minus y to the power of 3/2. All right. And then from there, we're integrating from -1 to 3. So substituting all that in. When you substitute in 3, this whole thing's going to be 0. When you substitute in -1, you're going to get -16/3. So this is going to give you 2 times 16/3, which equals 32 divided by 3. Same answer. This one seemed a little harder, right? All right, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.